Good day. Today we are going to do a demonstration on the hydraulic cutting tool, the HOLMATRO brand that is, which consists of the pump, hydraulic line and the tool. Pump that we are using today is a DPU 30 two-stroke pump using straight gas. On a normal daily routine of the test and check, we check for certain things. We check for the mineral oil, which is in this orange container. We could see the levels through the transparent glass cylinder to the side, which gives you a maximum level and a minimum level. Once it's in between, that's good to go. We also have the gas that goes in this translucent container. We can check the gas level two ways: by opening the vented cap, looking into the container, or we could see it partially through the translucent container. We also check the engine oil. We can check it on both sides of the pump. It's a mirror image. It's on the left hand side and the right hand side. Simply by turning the dipstick, and we can see the level of oil in the pump. Ensure that you secure it tightly before continuing. We also have the air filter that is situated inside of here, the throttle, the on and off gas switch. Make sure that it's on before starting the pump. First start for the day, we start it on the choke. We let it run for approximately 2 minutes and then we put it on run. This is so to burn out all the carbon that is built up on the spark plug. The spark plug is situated just in front of the on and off switch. The spark plug is what gives the engine the spark to get started, the combination of air and fuel to get the pump started. We also have the on and off switch. The on and off switch will have to be on before we start the pump. It's an easy start system where we don't have to jerk. It's a smooth pull and the pump is started. We have the coupling system. We have two couplings that could work simultaneously. We also do a test and check of the coupling system by taking off the dust cap, a half turn, push back towards the pump, cap will be released. We ensure that there is no dirt or debris in this area here. It's a female coupling. Then we get to the lines. We also check the lines to make sure that there are no cuts, abrasions or bulges on the lines. Because if we have any of these things on the line, it could cause injury to the user. Once we ensure that the line is good to use, we insert it into the pump. We insert simply by taking the male coupling, placing it next to the female coupling, and with a gentle force, insert. We heard the click. Once you hear that click, that means it's secured. However, a slight tug to ensure that it's properly secured. The other end, the female end of the coupling, goes towards the tool. The tool that we are using is the spreader, the 4242 model. As you can see on the spreader, we have a male coupling. So therefore, obviously a female coupling have to come to attach across here. Right? We check the dead man handle on the tool to ensure that it's working properly. Right? We do a visual inspection, make sure the tool have no cracks and it's good to go. Basically, just like the pump, hold the female coupling against the male coupling and with a bit of force, insert. Once we hear the click, slight tug to make sure that it's secured properly, and there we have hydraulic extrication tool ready for use. Now we are going to have a firefighter doing the actual check and test and operating the HOLMATRO extrication tool. Firstly, he is going to check the fuel levels. He's checking the gas level through the translucent container, where he could visually see the amount on the container, or he could open the cap on top and see the level. Then he's going to check the mineral oil. It's a HOLMATRO brand of oil that we use that can be observed through the glass tubing on the side of the container. Then we are proceeding to check the engine oil. This can be done on both sides of the engine. Where dipsticks are located, we unscrew the dipstick and see the engine oil levels. We are then checking the spark plugs to ensure that it is secured properly. We then proceed to ensure that the fuel valve is in the open position. Then, if the pump hasn't started for the day, we start the pump on choke. If it's already started, we start it on run. This is to ensure that there is no carbon buildup on the pump. We then proceed to turn the pump on and off switch on the on position. We are then proceeding to check the pull string which starts the pump. We are checking the string to ensure that there is no cuts or abrasions on the string. Points to note: the firefighter pulls the string until it gets attention, and with a smooth action upwards, with one pull he starts the pump. In front of the pull cord is the throttle. This is to increase the rev of the engine to give the tool enough power to work effectively. We'll then proceed to the front of the pump. We will check the couplings, the two couplings situated in front of the pump. Once the blank cap is on, with a half turn back to the pump, the blank cap easily comes off. When the blank caps are off, we ensure that the couplings are free from dust. We are going to then check the lines. We are checking the lines to ensure they are free from any abrasions, cuts or bulges. We'll check the couplings to make sure they are in proper working order also. We then proceed to connect the line to the pump. We do this by holding the male coupling against the female coupling of the pump. With a gentle force, we insert the male into the female. We will hear a click. Hearing the click, we give the hose a slight tug to make sure that it's secure. We'll then take the female end of the coupling, go towards the desired tool. With the same action, holding the female coupling of the hose against the male coupling of the tool, with a slight force, we push them together and you will hear a click. Once you hear the click, give a gentle tug on the lines to ensure that they are secured. We will then proceed to start the pump. Note the firefighter grasps onto the pull cord. When he feels the tension, with a smooth action he pulls, and in one action the pump starts. He then takes up the tool. In this instance, we are using the cutter, model 3020. Before walking out to his desired target, he gives a test and check of the equipment to make sure that it's working properly. This can be done while the hydraulic hose is in a coiled position. Because of core technology, the hose do not have to be fully extended for operation of the tool. This cutter weighs approximately 12.5 kgs and have a maximum opening of 3.75 inches. Because of core technology, tools can be easily interchanged. We can simply take off the hydraulic hose and insert it in the next tool midway during operation. As you can see, the firefighter switched from the cutter to the telescopic ram. The telescopic ram gives you a full extension of 50.2 inches. Using the deadman handle, turning to the right is the opening of the tool. The weight of this telescopic ram is approximately 16.3 kgs. Points to note: all of these tools work at a maximum pressure of 10,500 psi. So that is why it's important to ensure that the hydraulic hose are in good working order. Whenever we are housing our tools or finish operation of the tools, we are never to put the tools in its fully closed position. As we can see, the firefighter is maneuvering from tool to tool. The third piece of tool he is using is the spreader, model 4242. It also have quick interchangeable tips which we could use attachments for various functions. Using the deadman handle again, turning to the right to open, which can give us a maximum width of 28.5 inches. The spreader has a serrated tip which is great for easy grip of objects. Points to note: whenever housing the tool, we do not fully close the tool. The spreader can also be used for pulling and squeezing. The weight of this tool is approximately 19.5 kgs. After operations is a simple technique of making up the hose. The firefighter demonstrates how easy it is to make up the hose. This is done to store the equipment in its most effective way. Guidelines from the engineering department: we are to close off the fuel valve of the pump and allow the pump to burn off all the excess fuel before storing it away. And here we have a complete demonstration of the use and check and test of the HOLMATRO extrication tools.